It doesn't sound like Nate Diaz thinks too highly of the skills of former UFC champion Belal Muhammad. That, or Diaz is just supremely confident in his own game, which would come as no surprise to anyone who has followed the career of Stockton's favorite son. Diaz recently released a travel vlog detailing his visit to Thailand, where a planned reality show with UFC heavyweight champion Jon Jones went awry, and Hong Kong, and during one bar stop he took in some UFC action. Diaz was shown watching the UFC 315 main event between Belal Muhammad and Della Maddalena, a fight that saw Della Maddalena win a competitive decision to claim Muhammad's welterweight title. During the contest, Diaz offered a succinct take on how he'd fare against Muhammad. "I'll fight Belal's ass," Diaz said, later adding, "I think I'd beat the shit out of Belal Muhammad." It was a characteristically bold boast from the 40-year-old Diaz, who has not fought in MMA since 2022, but was victorious in the last fight on his UFC contract when he submitted Tony Ferguson at UFC 279. Since then, Diaz has twice competed in boxing, losing to Jake Paul and rebounding with a win over Jorge Masvidal. For Muhammad, it was his first loss in 6 years. He was undefeated in 11 straight contests heading into his duel with Della Maddalena, a run that included a dominant 5-round win over Leon Edwards to become UFC champion. Remember the Name caught wind of Diaz's comments and fired back on social media. "Must be on the same coke as Conor," Muhammad wrote. Della Maddalena is now set to defend his belt against Muhammad's friend and training partner Islam Makhachev, who vacated the lightweight belt to move up a division. Their bout is expected to take place sometime in the second half of 2025. The rise of the Australian star must have come as a surprise to Diaz, who couldn't even pick Della Maddalena out of a lineup prior to the UFC 315 main event starting. "I don't know the other guy," Diaz said,